life from blues to bliss. And today's video topic is the inner secrets to bliss. All right, I want to talk about this. Bliss is a word that gets thrown around a lot. It's cheapened a lot. Maybe follow your bliss or be in bliss or bliss out or that kind of thing. And it really does demean what the actual essence of bliss is. So let's talk about what it is. First of all, it's an expanded state of consciousness. It's in every single person. It's available to you when you are ready for it. And it's so expansive that it puts you in a state of freedom and oneness with the universe. So bliss is total ultimate peace. Now, the question is it worth it to you to find your way more towards bliss or to find your way into a bliss state? And do you believe it's possible to get into a bliss state? So let's talk about something else. A lot of times happiness and joy and bliss all come in the same phrasing or the same intention and thought. And actually they're very different. Happiness and joy can come primarily from external things in your life. So things that make you happy, things that bring you joy. Where bliss is actually an inner state of being. It's an inner state that you become, that you unfold, that you allow to have happen. And so it's very different than happiness and joy. Happiness and joy can be fleeting because it's externally referenced. And bliss is not fleeting because it's internally experienced. It's an internal vibrational feeling that you have. And it can last for a short period, a long period. That's up to you because bliss is a very personal journey. So let's talk about something else. Bliss is not a destination or a goal. This video is not about trying to figure out how to get into a state of bliss, but rather to practice your way into a state of being bliss, because it is in you, it's already there, it's waiting for you. And so what's in the way of bliss, right? The ego, right? The ego mind has all of its patterns, all of the cultural conditionings, all of the memories and all of the experiences that keep you blocked, keep the stories in front of the bliss experience. So in your personal walk, you're learning how to heal the stories, you're learning how to release the stories and to heal yourself along the way so that you can peel off the things that are in the way of inner bliss. Because again, bliss is sitting there waiting for you, and it's the things that are in between in the ego mind state and the experiences that your mind still believes in that keep you at a distance from actually experiencing bliss. Okay. And the other thing is that bliss is a bodily vibration. It's a frequency. So when you fall into a state of bliss, and I said yesterday on the video, falling in love, when you fall into a state of bliss, it feels very expansive and it feels, it's impermeable. There's nothing that can touch you there because it is everything that is. And I don't know how to explain that any better way, but it's all that is, it's everything that is, and you are connected with everything. Like I said yesterday in the video, when you experience it, all I could say at the time was, everyone needs to know this. Everyone needs to know this. Why don't they know this? And so this is part of our human evolution. It's part of the track we're on to become more of our true essence and our true potential. So those are a few things about it. So let's now talk about what it takes to get into bliss. First of all, you have to be in a frame of mind where you actually believe in the essence, the true essence of your inner self, that you believe that that's actually there for you. And when you believe that, then you become kind of curious and more open to it. And it's the unknown. So you really don't know what the path will be to get there, and you don't know what it'll be once you're there, because if you haven't experienced it, you don't know yet. So it's being open. It's being able to be open, which requires a lot of trust. And coming up here, I'm going to give you 17 practices out of the upSwing book that will help you move your way towards bliss if you want to go there. Okay, so well, let's just do those right now. So the 17, get your pencil and paper out, or stop and rewind. So here they are. these are the ones that will help you get there. Number 11, raising your vibration, and I'll just give you the numbers in front, that way you don't have to write the title down. Number 11, raising your vibration. Number 12, holding your frequency. Number 19, let loose with self-love. Number 23, be compassion. Number 29, breathe to rebalance. Breathing is a very important part of this. Number 30, forgive the self, forgiveness work. Number 31, the power of presence, being present in the now. Number 35, inner illumination. Number 77, fiercely decide. This is the one where you would decide that you want to have an experience of bliss. Number 41, be consistent with your practices, consistency. Number 44, be patient. Patience is key because you never know in your own personal journey when it's going to unfold. Number 50, stop leaning and start standing, which means remove yourself from a victimhood place and move yourself into absolute 100% responsibility for your life. Number 54, listen. Listening is really probably one of the bigger pieces of this because you're listening to the path through. If you're listening to your intuition, you're listening to the messages, and you can only do that when you've gotten quiet. So while getting quiet and meditating is not on this list, it is an assumption that you would take time to get quiet and listen. So number 55, trust. Number 74, keep the faith. And that's a really big one, that you can actually experience bliss. Number 75, expect miracles. And number 79, which is my favorite, be love to find peace, which is the whole crux of the whole thing. So those are the pieces. And so if you start practicing those, and I would just go through them and maybe take the affirmations out or some of the things that speak to you that say, you know, hey, if I practice that, or that makes sense to me, if I change the way I do this in my world, I'll start moving in a new direction towards more bliss. So then what you do is you just trust it, right? You begin to trust it. Now I want to make a reference to Joseph Campbell because he's the one that said, follow your bliss and the universe will open doors that were only walls. Now that is a statement that can be taken very literally, or it can be taken energetically, which means that if you follow your bliss, you're stepping into the oneness of the universe, you're stepping into your absolute birthright, the place that you naturally thrive, your essence self. And when you do that, everything is connected and everything is in flow. So if you're in that place, everything is utter perfection and it is the way it works. And there's really nothing for you to do other than to be. So bliss is about being. Bliss is not something to go and achieve as a goal. It's about actually being bliss. That's what I have to share with you today. And if you haven't ordered the upSwing book, you can go to my website, upswingbook.com. I love personal orders because I get to write to you in the front and send you a special message, and also put a little gift inside. So you can go to upswingbook.com, order book, /order book, and order the book. And you might want to do that if you're interested in this journey, because we're going to be using the book in an upcoming course that I'm launching this fall that I'll be telling you more about over the next coming days. So be bliss. I love you, and have a